Hi everyone, thanks for joining me on my life on a hill. My name is Tracy. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification button so that you could get my videos once they're up and running. So today I'll be doing an ombre using the Young Nail airbrush, and that's what it will look like. So I'm still trying to monitor my videos while I do my nails, so excuse sometimes when I'm in and out of screen, but you guys get the gist of it. I'm just pushing back my cuticles, filing up the free edge, and I'll be using my Young Nail e-file to clean up the cuticle and the nail bed. So I'll tell you a little story about this Young Nail airbrush. So the first time I got it, I cleaned it, I used it, I cleaned it, it worked fine and everything. I cleaned it, and then I didn't use it for a while because I'm like, I'm not going to even remember the cleaning process on this. You know, this is too much work. But I love ombres, and it's like practicing it is so anal, and especially if you have to do it on a client and use a little sponge effect, it kind of like so many times just to get one nail. So I'm trying to find a way to make it easy. So I'm actually for this video I won't be building the nail. I will just use I normally use the dehydrator there and primer to prep my nails, but I don't want this to last too long, so I will eliminate the process, but that's what I use. Inside of the full cover tip, I'll be using acetone just to clean it up, and you could also put primer on there. But I'll be using the Orly builder to adhere, and don't forget you need the first coat, cure that, and then put it inside the full covered nail. So this is kind of a dupe version because I just want to practice with the airbrush, and I didn't want the time to build the nails, which I'll do that another time because I want to do the baby boomer one. So anyways, so I bought it, used it, put it away thinking I'm never going to remember how to clean it, blah 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 blah. So then I pulled it out the other day to do some practice, and it was just not working. It would work, stop, work, don't stop, work, 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 stop, stop, stop. Anyways, I put it away. I did the nails. It was press-on nails just for me to have and for a video to put up. And I did the press-on nail. Oh, with this, you guys, my Orly is finishing, so I normally use that. If you don't know, you could also build nails with this Orly builder right here. It's awesome, but it's finishing up, so I use it to do little odds and ends, like I'm like, oops, I forgot what that was for, but my bad. But I use it to put on rhinestones, and like for this I have a little bit in there, but I have to literally put it upside down to get the builder out of it. But sometimes it cakes up inside of the brush, and when I didn't realize it was making a mess and I was wasting a lot. But anyways, so yeah, I got the airbrush, I used it, it was giving me a lot of problems. I put it away. I'm like, oh gosh, I don't like this. So I went and I watched Tracy on Young Nail, the video again, how to unbox, do all the things. I'll fast forward to the point of how to use it, and then I realized when I went to put back everything back in place, you have to kind of like take it apart in order to clean it. And once I did it, the little top part that you press on in order to spray, well, that part was flipped around. So I fixed it, I put it back, and I was going to do another video on it. And I'm like, gosh, I just want to try this because I'm going to be so mad. Like an ombre that should literally take not even 10 minutes or 5 minutes spraying on each nail. I don't even think it's 5 minutes spraying on you'll see how quick it is. Should not last 2 hours for me to troubleshoot this. I love it because it's cordless. And guess what, you guys? So that's the full covered, and it's like I said, it's a dupe version, meaning I just have a full covered version that I bought from, I think these were from Amazon, and you normally just have that to do like full covered up for press-ons. So I'm just cleaning up the edges in case any of the builder oozed out, and next time I'm just going to build the nails because the builder was so empty, that was giving me a hard time, and then my hands were getting so sticky. And if you watch my previous videos, I have to be careful not to touch the product because of contact dermatitis. So that's the color I will be putting on as my base for my ombre. And sorry again, I'm out of screen, I'm out of shots, but I'll be in a few minutes. And then I'll put that on all the fingers, and then we'll show you how to do the young nail airbrush. So guys, if you want to invest in an airbrush, I haven't used any other ones. I do have an airbrush for doing cake, and that came with the whole little kit, like a big little like mini briefcase and container, plastic container from Amazon, and you put all your stuff in there. And I didn't want to mix the two in case I don't do cakes right now. My kids are not really into cakes, but my son's birthday is coming up, and if he decides to have a gathering, if we're allowed at that time to have a gathering, then I want to make a cake and use the airbrush if I need to. So I didn't want to mix paint with food. So I ended up, plus it wasn't coreless, and it's like Kara Sky. I have an Orly lamp, and then I ended up getting the coreless one from Kara Sky. And I just saw on her Instagram, you guys, that they're saying that the battery, you could take out the battery and charge it, and putting an extra battery, like if you're on the go and you run out of battery, you don't have to charge it, you could just swap. So I'm thinking it's the same lamp. I don't think it's a new lamp, so I have to check that out. And if so, that's another plus. And then she came up with so I have the young nail drill, and I love it, don't get me wrong, but it's not coreless. And then after, Kara Sky came out with her coreless drill, and like, would it be so bad to get another one? Well, my birthday is coming up July. I would love to have one of those. I've been trying to win on her Instagram page, you guys. She's always having giveaways on her stuff, and I'm like, I am not the kind to win stuff. My mother is, was. My mother would enter everything and win. And I think my oldest is like that as well. He would, like, there was like a raffle, like at a little get together one day, and he picked like my mom's friend for the winner, you know, and they were like, oh my gosh, baby D, you know, you're the best. And so, but for me, it's like everything that my husband and I get in this world, it's a lot of sweat to get it. It just doesn't come freely. But guys, I love how this is, like, I wasn't liking the color, and then when I looked at it, I wasn't liking it, but on camera it looks pretty good. So that's a young nail airbrush, and I'm trying to find a way to position my phone on my tripod so that you can see better and not so close. But then the way I have to see if I have the phone facing down and I videotape that way, I can zoom in, zoom out, but then I need to see the image, like if I'm in screen. If I put it flip upside down, the tripod is too high and I can't look above it to see if I'm in screen. So, but I'll figure it out. But I like this position right here, but I just want to be able to adjust it in time, like when I want to get closer so you could see the ombre look. So forgive me for that, but this is what, look, I had no problem, you guys. It was like bam, 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 done. Look at that, oh my gosh. I am going to do a baby boomer. I'm just waiting for these ones to fall off. So the last nail I did, I didn't prep it or anything other than alcohol, just to wipe off the residue and stuff, and it stayed on over a week, and I was like so ready for it to come off. So same with these ones, I'm ready for them to come off, because also I want to practice building and I want to practice shaping on my own hand. It's so hard to do that, maybe not my right hand. And anyways, and there's a part, so don't forget, you have to roughen up. So I did the first spray, it was coming off kind of like bigger bubbles, you know, like a spatter. And I remember in her video she said something about it, but I wasn't about to stop the video to go and figure it out. But I'll watch it again today just to see what happened. But so I took everything off because I didn't like it, so I did it again, and it spattered here and there, but it ended up disappearing. So it worked. Anyways, I'm using the napkin right there because I didn't want it to touch my palm, because it, like, my hands are red right now. They're not, that is a horrible feeling, like the contact dermatitis. I don't have them to like a really, like, I've seen some bad cases where people are bandaged up, but for me, like, my hands are red, and so I have to be very careful. That's why I was doing that. So the minute I hurry up, I sealed it and I washed my hands, and I should have put on gloves when that hand was completed, but I was just so like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is working. So again, you have to roughen up the nail in order for the paint to adhere, and then you could spray. And so anyways, I bought this at one of the shows that they had. It wasn't like as expensive as if you would order it now, and I bought a lot of colors. So I do have a red, and I do have, I have green. I have so much colors, but I have some videos that I did. Check out the videos, but they're press-ons, and those are the ones some were giving me a little bit of trouble to do, but now I fixed the problem, and I am so glad that I didn't put this up for sale. And of course I would have let people know, like, it's temperamental, but anyways, I don't put stuff up for sale. I just donate, I guess. But this was too nice to donate, too expensive to donate. So I would have kept it a little bit longer when I had patience, and then I would probably try it again. But look how easy it is. It's that easy. And the ombre is so beautiful. One thing I regret was cutting my nails down, because when I did the ombre and I ended up putting it on the rhinestone, like, you can't tell it's an ombre anymore. It kind of looked like a full, because my middle finger on the rhinestone that you'll see, it looked like it was just covered the whole nail, but they're still pretty. Yeah, so I was in here doing my nails, you guys, and I think I got hungry, but I didn't realize I was hungry, and I spilled my rhinestone. A little rhinestone, not big ones. But I ended up picking it all up, but you'll see. And I need to start putting bloopers on and make sure and put them at the end. But anyway, so with this, you also make sure it's charged and make sure you clean it right away. Like for this one, I walked away for a little bit because it was getting late at night, and I had to, do my, I guess what I do when I clean up the kitchen, feed the kids the final eating, make my husband his lunch, and clean up the kitchen. And I was like, okay, I did all that. I'm like, I'll just clean it tomorrow. Big mistake. I finally took everything apart, cleaned it, and it was getting already clogged. So they do sell, Young Nails do sell like some device that you get to put your nozzle in. It kind of leans down, and I don't know how it works yet, but you could put it in there while working with it, or when you're done, finish spraying out everything in there. So I'm going to try and see what that's about. And but for right now, I'll just clean it ASAP as soon as I'm done using it. And so but I think for a lot of videos, I'm going to be doing ombres. I like it. I love them. They're so pretty. So I am putting on a top coat, Madame Clem top coat, in order to seal in the paint. And then I will go ahead and use look at that. It came out nice, you guys. So this is one of my little container of rhinestones. I have about 4, and I ordered another container that's on its way because I have some loose, like when I say loose, like little packets of embellishments. So and I like these. I kind of liked it, I kind of liked the one that had the slots in them. You just open it and you find the slots. But these are so much better because you just take out the container that you want. The only thing is that after a while, a little lid don't want to close. But then if you close the big lid like I just did, then it'll keep it secure. And it's not like you're going to be throwing it across the room anyways, or make it fall either way. So I'm going to be using my Orly just to adhere. Guys, don't forget to buff the surface before you put on. And normally, I wouldn't even put on the rhinestone put on my top coat before I put on my rhinestone. But I just wanted to seal this ombre because I was so scared. I'm like, no, you're not going to get chipped. Or I'm clumsy. I'm always like hitting something. Hence why you will see what happens in a few minutes. But I ended up finding some. My husband helped me find some. Then this is the smallest rhinestone that you could actually have. And I went to open it, and watch in a few minutes. Wait for it. Okay, you might be waiting for a while. But anyways, you'll see in a few minutes that it pops out and spilled. But I was cool. I was like, okay, what can I do? So when I was done cleaning up, I picked up the ones off the table and I went hunting on the floor. They were all over my floor. They were behind me. They were to my left. They were to my right. And they were in front of me, like where a client would sit. They were all the way, like all over the place. And it didn't flip that way. It just flipped from under the table and rolled. Like, watch. See? Oh my gosh. You want to cry for me, right? Go ahead, because I kind of almost did. So anyways, I will just be doing my rhinestones. And guys, I am so happy. If you want to invest, look at that, if you want to invest in an airbrush and you have the money for it, I would do this. I know that Apres system has their airbrush. I kind of like their structure for, I don't know if it's cordless though, so that's what I have to check into it. But I like it because it has a little cup up so you could pour it. Where with this, you have to make sure that when you squeeze it in top, the paint in the top, that it doesn't spill. But you do have a little suction thing to suck it out, put it in, but I don't want to wash that. So I'm just putting my cuticle oil in order to be taking my photos. So again, check out the Apres one. I'm not getting paid for none of this, by the way, but check out the Apres one, see if you like that one. And again, I think I like the idea of it because it has a little cup on top where it's easy to pour in there, where this one is just a hole inside. But again, I'm not sure if it's cordless. I'm a cordless girl, you guys. So anyways, this is my photo op time. I want to thank my son, my 12-year-old son. I bug him a lot to take my photos, and he knows how to work my Sparkle Cam, and that's the app that I use to take my sparkles images. And so he does that for me. He complains sometimes because he's in the middle of a game, but I said, hey, I don't ask for much, and I fed you 6 times a day, 3 meals and 3 snacks, and I give you a kiss in the morning, a kiss at night, and tell you I love you. So you can at least take my photos. Now I have pretty good boys. I'm very blessed with my family, and I want to thank God for them. Every day I want to thank the Lord for my life and for what's going on, that for everyone that's alive and healthy. Just come out of this and figure out how we can make our lives better, okay? But thanks for subscribing. Please don't forget to subscribe, and hey, leave a comment, okay? Leave a comment. I like to I comment back. So take care. Bye-bye.